I just thought about something. I was just thinking that the balloon pop show is it's basically an imitation of real life. That show is a humiliation ritual, and I don't understand why black men don't see this. I really don't. That show is a humiliation ritual, and I don't know why black men don't see this, right? Because I've worked numerous jobs in my life. I've worked at hotels, I worked at fast food places, I worked at restaurants. Name it, I've been there. Security jobs, and whatnot. And let's just say restaurants and hotels. I used to be a host at a restaurant, right? Seat the people, take the orders, take the money, cash them out, bring their food, all that. Long, long, long time ago. And I would remember these different black couples that would come in from different states or whatever, or even locally. And it would be, this, the way she would talk to him, retail stores. And I've seen this for decades of my life. And you, you better not do this. Don't you better quit playing. You better not do this. It's just always talking to this man like she's the mother and he's his child. And I'm looking at these people, or even some people that I've known, and once I'm not saying all black women do this by any means. What I am saying, I've seen a lot that have. I don't know. I couldn't tell you the number percentage of a lot because I've seen this when I was living in New York City. I've seen this in New York State. I've seen this in different states. It's this talking down to the men, dressing down the men on a constant basis and making him understand that she controls you. And these dudes think this is normal. They think this is, I've seen this for decades of my life. I be looking at these dudes like, do you understand what's going on here? It kind of reminded me of Minister Farrakhan. He said something a long time ago. He said, how can you expect a man to rule the world, something like this, when he's not even allowed to rule his house? And I was like, in a lot of these black American houses, the women rule the men. This is what the Bible says: women rule. Isaiah, what is that? Oh, my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule them. In other words, your communities would be a matriarchy, which it is today. It most certainly is. I've seen these relationships over and over. And then I've seen these especially these older black men. My wife, these older Southern black men. My wife, she runs the house and she runs me and she tells me when I can come, when I can go. We had this one guy. He must have passed away. He would always say that every time he came into my store back in the day. She tells me I have to take her everywhere, and he's always doing this for people to say laugh with him. But the truth is, yes, she was a mean looking black woman. She really spoke to anybody. He would be. That's another thing that I noticed. Like in a lot of these relationships, the husband is the happy, smiling one, and then the wife is the mean one that really speaks to people when she's out and about in public. And I'm telling you, we have grown accustomed to this nonsense. We really have. We really have. as a group of people, we have grown accustomed to this nonsense where the women talk to the men like the men are absolute garbage. I've seen this so many. You better not be looking at her. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, oh my God, I don't understand. I really, I, excuse me, I don't understand the draw of these relationships. I do not understand this. What are you getting out of it when she's talking to you like you're a child? What are you getting out of this, man? Right? And a lot of these dudes who, you know what I'm saying, and you're still sticking around. Right? Stockholm syndrome. That's exactly what it is, because this is absolutely insane at this point. The show, the balloon pop show, imitates real life. It it literally does. For large numbers of black men dealing with black American women, it is nothing but an emasculation ritual. That's exactly what it is. It is an emasculation ritual. It is to strip you down. Kind of like the army. When I joined the army, they cut off my big ass beard, they cut off my afro. I had an afro a long time ago. Right? Had an afro a long time ago. I have some pictures. I may show some of y'all the pictures. I haven't seen these pictures of my afro was big like Michael Jackson back in the day. You know what I'm saying? They cut off my afro, they cut off my beard, and they strip you down and they make you into a new person, better and stronger than what you were before. But when you deal with Keisha, she strips you down, and the purpose of her stripping you down in this humiliation, emasculation ritual is for you to be her servant, for you to work all this overtime and to buy her all kinds of shit, for you to put up with her cheating on you. Oh, brother, I got stories of some brothers that I knew. This one brother uh, got married, and in the very same night, the wife slept with the pastor that married them. Oh, yeah, I can't go there. And he stayed. He stayed for 25 years. Oh, I got stories, bro. I got some stories. And it gets worse than that, but I can't say any more because then these people would know who I am. So, we're gonna leave it alone. The balloon pop show imitates life in the black community for large numbers of us. And I don't know why guys continue to want to play this game. And I'm just gonna say it, closing it out. Every dude that still continues to go on this show, you are a sucker. You are a sucker. You are stupid. We had this one brother on there. I was shocked why he was there. He was the most handsome dude on the show. He was, matter of fact, if you look on the bottom, it looks like him. The bottom picture, third from the left. Yes, he was wearing all white, dark skinned brother, white boots. He had a really nice trim beard. His hair was on fleek. And this brother was like, he doesn't have any kids. And I think he said he owned a business or something. Like, you could tell the brother had money, and he's on this show trying to hook up with these masculine freaking baby mamas. Come on, bro. Some of us are going to elevate and some of us are not.